Let's see how y'all doing, Periscope. I should have went live on Facebook, but I didn't. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that real quick. While they doing that, let's see if I can get. I got a Wi-Fi signal. Let's go on my fan page. So we'll go here. So let me go. Come on. Oh, I see. It just, you saw TJ Mercer
tagged you. Yep.
Yeah. Hi, Periscope. Hey, Facebook. How y'all doing? Okay. So before the signal goes out, let's say, hey, Star, how are y'all doing? Hey, Brandy, who are all these folks here? He said he came to listen.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we want to do it. We're live here at FraserNet in DC, and I was talking to a very dear friend and one of my first coaches when I was a divorce coach, and we were sitting here having a conversation about when you're building your business to stop being the best kept secret.
Yes.
Yeah, we looking up at some folks being the best kept secret that's out there. So all of our business folks, go ahead and raise your hand because there's some people over here listening. Yeah, he's listening. He said, I heard you yell. I don't care, but one person come up here. Excuse me, can you get her too? Excuse me. Tamika.
Okay, so,
excuse me, can you come? I'm sorry. Can you
while Dr. Sonja is commanding traffic, let me just introduce Dr. Sonja. Dr. Sonja is a beast. Y'all need to go follow her. She is a beast in the space of...
Tell her what it's about. Y'all are two in the same, one in the same.
She's a beast. She's a beast in the space of helping, especially women, get to 6 and 7 figures in their business. And I met Dr. Sonja when I was in Atlanta speaking at a conference. You weren't even supposed to be in the class. You
said Pericon?
Yeah.
Pericon,
you said you walked out, you were in the room, the workshop before. You walked out and saw my banner, turned around and walked back in.
Because I wanted to be on TV then. Yeah, I wanted to be on TV.
And so I'm teaching the class and she raises her hand one time and she just interrupts me like, how much is it just to work with you?
Yeah.
No, I don't want no group coaching.
You do VIP.
I know. And she was like, I don't want to do group. I want you. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, we should have a private conversation. When we gonna have that conversation? I was like, well, can I finish teaching the class? And so soon as I finished, she made a beeline for me. Yeah. And she just said, well, I just need to know how much you want me to write the check for. Yeah. That's what she said. I'm not lying. She did. She said, I just need to know how much you want me to write the check for. And we ended up having a conversation and she wrote the check. And we started working together. Then her schedule got crazy because she started making noise and doing what she was called to do. And now she's all over the place. She travels the world. Doing what she loves. And we are at FraserNet in, where are we? What city? Washington, D.C. Wait, where are we at?
Oxon Hill, somewhere like that. Yes, Oxon Hill.
And so for Dr. Sonja's people, you probably should tell them who I am so that they know.
So what TJ Mercer, I'm a Mercer, what she does, and when back then I was in this space of I gotta be a divorce coach. I want to be a divorce coach. And I remember being at Pericon 2014, 15.
I think it's 15.
Summers, July 2015. Yeah. And I had this thought that I wanted to be on television, right? And she had this banner up. I didn't know what she did. All I know that she was talking about that she had helped people get on
ABC, ABSC, CBS,
and that's
NBC.
what I wanted. And so at that, and she was a beast, and she had on these glitter shoes. Can you put your leg up and show you the glitter shoes? Let me show you the glitter shoes. See her glitter? See the shoes right here? This same thing with a dress. She had a dress on. And so I can remember you having I don't remember what you said, and before she could finish, I said, I just want to work with you. I did not want group coaching.
She didn't.
I wanted VIP
adamant.
because I felt like I didn't have a lot of time. And I knew at that time I was praying for certain people to come into my life. So
you did. You said that. You had been praying for somebody to come in your life, and you moved quickly.
Yes.
Yeah. So we got into a conversation. So what I do essentially is I teach authors, experts, coaches, and entrepreneurs how to book themselves on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, and CW. And then now, after working with you and people kept them in it, I actually now have a VIP program where I do everything for them.
I'm glad I was the first.
Yeah.
You playing around with me. You were playing with me. Yeah.
But I do everything for them. And so she and I were having a conversation about our goal for television. And we're so in sync. And we were talking about my potential of working with someone else in a partnership. And the more we talked about it, we discussed that we're not interested in making celebrities.
Yes.
And she said to me,
so you can avoid the ceiling? Okay, she said, somebody want to be, they're so special. They want things this.
They want perfect.
No, this is not Bravo. This is not Bravo. This is free. This is not Bravo TV. I don't have cameraman saying, get this angle. Come on, roll with us. Somebody's like,
she got what she want. We fixed it a little bit.
Like, that's not too, okay, but honestly, we were having a conversation with a young lady. We're not going to say her name, and we were talking.
We don't call her out yet.
But honestly,
yeah, it was her.
Yeah, I'm not. But my comment, and I think I came, and I apologize. I came off very, very straightforward because y'all understand that's how most of you that know me. That's how I operate. Because I'm watching, especially a lot of women. We kind of hide behind who we really are because when they find out how great you are, then it was like, and then you got to think about, you might have to keep that up for a minute.
Right.
I got to keep this up. Well,
and then you're wondering, am I a fraud? Are they going to find out I don't really know what I'm doing?
Yes.
And they're going to find out.
Yes.
But it's one of those things that for me, we are so in sync because we tend to go after those people who have been the best kept secret.
Yes.
We go after those people.
And kind of do them like this.
And they're like, what you waiting on?
And then they get mad. I was like, I don't know who you think you are. And I was like, I'm just being real because I was you at one point.
Right,
so,
exactly. We understand that.
Yes.
And so what I like to tell people and what I know about you is, because you said it to the young lady who inspired this conversation, is you're sitting on your genius and there are people who need the genius and you're sitting on it. And I like to say, you can do in your sleep what some people at home losing sleep over. That's what you can do. And so you have a responsibility to make some noise about it and not be the best kept secret. The best kept secret ain't cool. It ain't serving nobody. And so we got into a conversation of how I was asking her, why doesn't she have Bravo on her because she's speaking. And I said, why don't you have Bravo on your banner so people can know this is Dr. Sonja Stribling, star of the Bravo show. And she was like, because I'm not here for that. I don't want to draw the people who are interested in celebrity. And I was like, bingo!
I want to draw the people that want to make some money and be real and authentic and bring to the table what you already know. Okay, I had 2 minutes today. You weren't in there. I had 2 minutes.
Okay.
To be on stage for a minute. It went from 17 to 2. I was like, okay, Lord, what am I going to say in 2 minutes? Well, by the time I finished, there were people standing in the front. I just asked people to come to the front that were serious about making money. That was it. If you're serious about making money, I know one young lady tagged me and she said, but that's my ministry. So Carl, Naki. She got a name.
She don't want to know her name.
The lady that got this started. When you are serious about this, somehow we got it mixed up that because it's our ministry that we are not supposed to make money. And I'm sorry. No, this is not you selling. I need cable guys. Cable guys about what? And really taking this to the next level. The money is out there waiting on you.
And you're going to serve yourself to broke.
Oh, wow. Say it again.
You're going to serve yourself to broke. How you can actually be a light for other people and you can't have your own lights on in your own house. I had to realize that. I had to realize that what I do is valuable. What I do can change the game for people. And what I do is what keeps my light on so I can be a light to other people. And so, yes, this is part of my ministry. My ministry is I am called to love on God's kids. There are different ways that I do that, but one of them has to pay me so I can keep my lights on.
You know, I remember having my first event. This was years after we were done. And I made $250,000 in one day.
Y'all hear that? Y'all need to be listening.
$250,000 in one day. Let me tell you what happened. Before I got to that place, I was really thinking about, this should be free. I should do all this free. God doesn't want me. And I sat back and I said, how you separate yourself? You can be in the kingdom and you can have a business and you can be a millionaire at the same. And that was my thought. I hadn't really seen anybody do it other than being a celebrity. You said something about, let me go to this real quick. You said what Bishop T.D. Jakes said.
Bishop T.D. Jakes, I was listening to an interview, and he was saying that in the beginning, and the reason why I wanted to jump on this, because y'all know I had just posted about this, so when she said it, it was confirmation. But Bishop T.D. Jakes was talking about in his interview that early on in his ministry, he wanted to quit.
Right.
And the reason why he wanted to quit is because people were coming at him and just lobbying attacks against him, and they didn't even know him. And he was like, he went to God and he was like, yo, I didn't sign up for this. God, I asked you to show me how to be effective.
And be in the kingdom
and be a millionaire.
Exactly.
And he said he wanted God to show him how to be effective, but he had to learn that the byproduct of being effective is fame. And that's when it hit me. I want to show people how to be effective. I want to use my skills for good and show people how they can be effective. And then I forget what friend of mine came behind that. No, watch. It's going to get good. I forget. I think it was Michelle Flagg, one of my friends. She came behind that post. She came behind that post, and she was like, that's a straight Jesus move. Jesus became famous because he was effective in his ministry. And I'm like, that's all day, every day for all of my media mavericks. Media mavericks have to serve first. We're not interested in celebrity. And that's why I resonate when I just wanted to jump up and hug her after she said that, because I knew I was rolling with the right woman.
But see, this is what happened, TJ. Yeah.
I'm TJ.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. What happens is when people find out you're on Bravo, what's the first thing they ask? Be honest. When I'm out and somebody recognizes me or whatever, how can I get on TV? And the thing is, what I didn't want to do, just like I didn't want to be on somebody's stage when I walked down and somebody said, well, how can I work with you? I don't have anything to help them with anything. And I said, I never wanted to be that woman. Come down, they pay you $10,000, $20,000 to deliver a 45-minute speech. That's great. But how can I serve them beyond what I just talked about? And that's the same thing with TV. Y'all, I love being on. Don't get it twisted.
Right. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle.
But it's more. And so all of you that, I want to be on TV, I want to be on radio, I want to do this. What happens then? Because it's some work when you get here. You think when you get here, it's work to get there, but when you get here, you still got to work.
Right.
You still got, not just prove, but it's a simple fact. Let me go back to the business.
I was going to go and tell them what we were talking about we were standing in line for some turkey. That's what we were standing in line for the turkey.
Everybody trying to want to be a celebrity and want to do it the bootleg way.
And they going to get on TV, but then get on TV and do what? They still ain't gonna make no money. They still don't got no. Go there.
There's plenty of broke celebrities out there. No offense. I'm sorry.
Did you really say that?
I did.
It's live. We can't go back and.
It's okay.
We can't go back and erase that. And I didn't want to be one of them. I just didn't. Yes, it's nice to say as seen on Bravo. You just saw me right now. It's being aired with Dr. Dollar. Your world, his world, all the worlds that he has, and it's being shown in 100 countries. There are women reaching out globally. I don't know who they are, but one thing that I know for sure, I know what I've been called to do. Yes.
And I wanted more influence, I wanted more impact, and I wanted more income.
Right.
And to be able to do that, you got to stop hiding. Stop hiding behind, I shouldn't, I'm not smart enough, I'm going to help everybody else. I'm going to pull the curtain from behind, I'm going to pull the curtain out and let you stand out there and see what happens. Because that's when it really happens, because you need to be able to tell your story, how you were shy, and you were helping millions, and then nobody knew who you were, and then all of a sudden, bam, you just came out of nowhere because you stopped standing on the side.
Yeah. And that, I think, is where we're so in sync, because we're tired of people hiding. Her gift is to teach you how to make the money. My gift is, let me get you publicity. Let me show you how to actually stop hiding. But even a requirement for me is, I'm not taking everybody. You got to have a system in place. There's no sense of me getting you on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CW. There's no sense of me doing it when there's nothing for the customer to do. There's nothing for the audience to do after they see you. You have to actually, what is it that, my first question with all my clients is, after seeing you on ABC, what do you want that viewer to do? There has to be a plan. Can I tell you this? So I had my 11-year-old day trader, because some of my people know that my 11-year-old day trader, I booked him on ABC here. He did 2 shows here. And when I crafted when I started crafting his pitch, I sat down and asked, what is the goal? What is your favorite stock? He said Microsoft. I was like, okay, so everything I'm going to do with you is going to be geared towards getting you to work with Microsoft. That is the goal. He had a plan. He put the systems in place. Do you not know a pitch that I wrote, it got picked up by media, ended up kind of going thousands of people. Microsoft, a representative from Microsoft reached out to him, and he's doing a workshop from Microsoft in August.
But I want to remind you of a conversation we had a little while ago, a little text conversation. Yeah, let's do this.
We're going to tell him that?
Yeah,
okay.
We're going to tell him about your curtain. We're going to tell him about this curtain right here. Let's talk about this curtain. See, she'll tell you about it.
See, when the coach becomes the coach.
Yeah.
When the client becomes the coach.
Yeah, we were talking about you hiding
Yeah.
that gift that you have. You're like, no, like somebody else we're just sitting right here saying,
who now we're going to call names?
Yeah, you know, I'm good at what I do. I just help particular clients. And I said, TJ, why you hiding? And next thing I know, you're popping up everywhere. I said, look at her. I did something nice.
Yeah. You were one of those people when you raised your hand and was adamant, I want to work with you. I just need to know how much it's going to cost to just work with you. That let me know and solidified I'm worth my weight.
But TJ, the thing is, we don't understand. You got to invest in what you want. I
Yeah.
couldn't come to you, here's $99. No offense to any coach that's out there. I'm going to get $99 worth of work. But when you got a ticket price that you know your value, I'm not worried about that. People are like, well, what's the outcome? How much work you going to put in it?
Yeah.
You know, somebody said, I'm not going to hide. What are you hiding from?
Yeah.
What? You're going to find out that you really are great? You're going to find that you really can make a lot of money and not have to rob Peter to pay Paul? And that you don't have to go work for somebody from 9 to 5? It's up to you.
Yeah.
You can continue to do, and I'm not telling anybody quit their job. I'm not saying that at all.
Don't quit your job
But
yet.
if you can, from 3 years ago, less than 3 years, be on your suicide couch and
Yes.
make a decision
I
that
remember
you
when
are
you told me
not,
that.
you are not going to sit here anymore as a single woman trying to take care of your kids, and you got to go back to work. I said I wasn't going to do it. Someone asked me as I was walking out of the room from the stage, she said, what did you do? I said, I made up in my mind. I didn't want to stand on the sideline. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
And just wanting to live, but not just live.
And then she's ex-military. This woman served her country, our country. That's what I mean. When you in her presence, you just know she's dope. And then when you actually get and find out her story, and you're like, really?
Everybody's got a story.
Really? And girlfriend has just blown up. She just started Periscope one day and just was like, next thing I know, 55,000 million people are watching her on Periscope, and she's just sharing her heart. And what have we been talking about? I'm not teaching you how to be somebody else different.
Right.
I'm teaching you how to stand unapologetically, boldly in who you are. I'm not interested in making many TJs, which even though that would be cool because TJ's awesome, but I'm interested in you standing in your power, and that is what she's talking about. Taking your power and then monetizing it.
But I mean, come on, who hasn't been through something? Anybody been through something here? Anybody been in here? We've all been through something. What if there's somebody out there that needs to hear your story? Carl, what is it that you do?
Bail bondsman.
You're a
He's a bail bondsman.
Do you think, now, you're going to laugh. I used to want to be a bail bondsman.
I can see that.
But see, this is the thing. Don't you think there's some people out there that want to learn how to open their own? Because I see them in Atlanta where I live. There's a strip going toward the Mall of Georgia. It's pink and black. You got all these buildings. Don't you think there's at least 1 to 2, maybe 5, 10 people who want to open their own? Yeah, there is. Have you put something together to help them open their own?
I would like to talk to you.
He's working
said,
on
I
that.
would like to talk to you about that.
He's like, I had that first, but I'm getting ready
All I want you to do is do what you love, monetize it, and help other people. Carl doesn't need 1 million people to do this. Carl, let's say your program was, let's say $1,000 to help you. $1,000, you get maybe 10 a month, because I'm going to show you how to do it. 10 a month, how much is that? $1,000, $10,000 a month? Pretty good, passive income? Passive income. Let's say you up that to probably $10,000 because you're going to show them from A to Z how to build their business. And you stay with them a couple of months and show them, help them get all the paperwork no matter what state they're in because you did all the research. So they don't have, see, I'm telling all this stuff. See what I'm talking This is what I love, and just having that visibility.
Now do y'all see why she was adamant when I said, why don't you have the Bravo on your banner? She didn't want people getting sidetracked by the razzle-dazzle. That's when you know you're dealing with a solid person. She didn't want them to get sidetracked by the razzle-dazzle because that may block her from helping them. And then that actually served as a weeding out force that these are the people who legitimately want to change their life so they can change others' lives. So that's how we get down.
I have some people that I want you guys to help in your field.
Okay.
But it's a women pastor group.
Ah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yes, help them
The
stop
name
hiding.
of their pastors is Women of Triumph.
Okay.
Okay.
They need you.
You sure they gonna let me talk? Cause see, this is what I talk about. I talk about investing and not seeding.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come across here.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we gonna talk about
Did y'all catch
investing?
that?
We talked about this before. Yeah, right?
Okay, I don't think. Okay, I think you should talk to my people.
Okay, let me talk to you. There's a difference. Hold on. Let me do two things. Is one being a hustler and a business owner. I call it a hustler, entrepreneur, but when you come and become a business owner, it's a little different. Business owner, hustler, two different things. And then you go from sowing a seed, I know we missed it. I know y'all missed it. Sowing a seed and investing in yourself. We all know it. We've been taught. That's how I was raised. Sow a seed, get a blessing. Sow a seed. But what I was not taught from my culture, I don't know about yours, was to invest in myself. No one talked to me about investing in my business. And when I learned that, when I learned how to invest in myself, that's when my business went to $1 million in a year and $250,000 in a day. And people get offended when I say things, especially those of us in ministry.
There's a time to seed and there's a time to invest. Would you say that?
Absolutely.
There's a time. You got to know. And if you ain't got nothing to actually, you know,
What
I ain't gonna say that because then had the church people mad at me.
She said, well, you two ladies, and who is that lady with you? For those of you who are just coming in, this is TJ Mercer. I don't know why I want to say Mercer.
Because probably the same way I want to say somebody else's name crazy too. So I get it. Gotta get it.
Huh? We need to do
Pastor
something.
Anna Lyons.
I think we just birthed
Yeah,
something. I don't know what it is,
I think
but I
it's
just
like
think we just birthed something.
Help them build their businesses and then take it to the nations.
Right.
It is how do you get on television, all of that. But I just like the fact that some of this-
Responsibly. How to get on television responsibly, because we do responsible and effective.
So let the church people get mad.
All right, so I think I shared my heart.
Me too. I feel exhausted.
You feel good
right
now?
I'm good. I'm done.
I feel like, okay.
My team over there stacking up cards and stuff. I got a session at 8, right?
Oh, yeah, she got to go.
And then,
All right, so
look, I was about to say
follow-
join us tomorrow at 9 p.m. But if you're not here, you can't get in a private session. I'm sorry, you can't. But next week, those of you that are in New York, meet me. I'll be sharing the stage with the one and only Les Brown, and I'm excited about that. That is someone I grew up watching.
Yeah, and to
then
share the
Pimpleback.
how is that? To share the stage
man,
now.
I cried when they sent me that flyer.
Oh.
And they was like, "How you crying? You on Bravo?" I said, "Y'all don't understand. Just watching your dream
When you
unfold in front
yeah,
of you."
yeah.
And you still thinking, hey, I'm just a roundaway girl from Wilson, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Table talk? Yeah, we can't say table talk. That's what Jada.
Oh,
knows.
Jada.
We gotta call it something else.
Yeah. Okay. You know, we beast at this,
Yeah,
so
but
we ain't you ain't said nothing but a word. We gonna figure out what this looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, there
Ray
it is
says
right
joint
there,
venture,
yeah.
get known, make noise, pay bills with the noise,
This
first
is
class.
what I call it. This is what I call it. Give your story a voice and a bank account.
Ooh.
Don't take that as trademark. I'm just letting y'all know. Because I know how we borrow stuff. Give your story a voice and a bank account. Especially ladies, hear me when I say this. There is no reason, and this is in my heart of hearts, I'm being real, there is no reason for all the things that we've ever been through in our lives that we should be struggling financially. You have a business on the inside of you. You really do. Whether it's you helping somebody get through trauma, you helping them birth a book, or whatever it is, there's something you can do to go out there and help people. When you take it off of you and start helping them, just serve. When you serve, your money comes. Serve, but serve smartly. Serve smartly. Did you have anything else before we close out?
No, I'm thinking we can pass the collection plate
Yeah, look,
now.
we need to say in prayer, Heavenly
Because
Father.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But what open now? The doors of the church are now open.
Let's say this: the doors of your business should be open right now.
Yes.
For every person who has, if you already have a business, you can make even more money. And this is not just money, but it leaves a legacy. Aren't we tired? I know I was. I was tired of thinking about if I died that my kids wouldn't be taken care of. Now, my name will be known.
Yeah.
I hate that's kind of bold, right? It will be. You will remember for what I'll be remembered for what I did and how I helped people globally. And that's
And
all
let me because what the mistake also is some people make is that it's an easy journey. It just wasn't no overnight. It took sweat,
my
investments,
publicist said
and thousands of dollars.
My publicist
Thousands.
said, you know, Dr. Son, you can't say it took a long time because it was really quick.
No, what I'm saying, but you have been building it for a long time. It wasn't you sent off a pitch, it was picked up and boom.
I hope it happens like that on Essence Magazine. I'm just
It was, you were building, she was investing in herself, she was positioning herself, putting the right pieces together, putting the right coaches, the right team together to take her to the next level. Now, the process itself, once the ball got rolling, that actually went fast. But don't get it twisted. It ain't like she just didn't come out of nowhere. Y'all just didn't know.
She was working on this our whole lives.
Yeah,
And it's
she
just,
was
you
building
get to see it
this
when it
whole
comes.
time. So make sure you tune in. Give them the time.
What's the key? Oh, somebody asked a question.
The best kept secret.
Ooh. Go ahead.
First of all, the key is that it's not about you. It ain't about you, boo. And coming to terms
Are we
with
talking about permit patties?
permit patty.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
But you have to come to terms with that you were created for God's purpose. To do what, and this is my belief system. So, you know, chew the meat, spit out the bones. And when you are called to do something, it's blatantly disobedient, disrespectful, and downright selfish to keep your genius from the world. It's downright irresponsible for you to know that people need what you have been taught to do, gifted to do, put thousands of colleges through thousands of dollars in an education. In my case, you know, 20 years working on some of the biggest shows on television. It would be irresponsible to think that that was just for my benefit. And that was just for my own selfish, you know, desire. God showed me today when I was sitting on the sideline watching my client on ABC. I almost got tears because it was that moment I realized I'm called to this. And how dare I play small? How dare I not actually show up and make enough noise that people who need me will know that I exist? And so I got over myself, and I had to realize people are losing sleep over what I can do in my sleep.
And they got to be able to find you.
Thank you.
So, number one key is get out of your own way. It is, I say it's a 90-10 rule. Most people think 10% is, oh, just show me how to do it. I already got it. I got that piece. Most of them have the 10%. Oh, I can do this in my sleep. But it's the 90% though. It's that 90% because it's honestly you. It's you. I'm looking at you like, why are you looking at me? It's you. Just hiding. And it sounds great. It makes us feel like, no. But what you're telling me is, this is why I always say when people say something, well, no, Doc, I'm good. I said, no, what you're telling me, because I know better, you're telling me that you're afraid to be out there in the limelight. You're telling me you're afraid, and I understand, I get it. I don't want to be out there and quiet.
I don't want to be a bullseye.
I don't want to be out there. Really? TJ said it earlier. Shame on you. There are people that are waiting. They're praying for you to come and get your stuff together. They don't know who you are, but they know you when you show up.
Yeah.
They know you when you walk in the room.
Yes.
They know you because
they recognize it.
And praying, and then you come. Like, here I am. You're just in the wrong room. Those are just hiding and, you know, being the best kept secret. You're in the wrong room. Everybody else is in the room waiting on you. It's a crowd full of people waiting, and they're going to stand up when you walk in the room. But until you get over yourself, you don't know where to find you.
Yep. Good answer.
Yes, you too.
Good
That's
answer.
what we do. All right. We love y'all, but we gotta go. I got a session here in a few minutes.
Yep.
Love y'all. Oh, you had a question, Cole? The men are here
I wanted
too.
to ask you if it was okay I took a picture with you.
Oh,
Yeah, when we soon as we get
Let
out
us
here.
log off. Yeah, let us log
I
off.
want to get all yours.
All right,
That's what I'm
guys.
talking about. Love y'all.
So, for those of you who are watching and who are at the conference, I know some of y'all are at the conference, check out my girl Tamara. Show her some love. Hug her for me because I'm
Hold on. No, not everybody. If you're not serious. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, no.
See, my people are serious,
Yeah.
I know my
I
people.
stood on stage. I said, champions just don't come to win. They come to dominate. So if you didn't come to dominate in your field and in your space, don't come in my room.
Yeah, but see, I know how my people roll.
Okay, y'all
So
come in.
love on her for me because I'll be on a plane getting ready to go harass my mother. All right?
You like my Elvis hair? Somebody said
I know,
that.
it's
Oh, girl,
cute.
I know. That's a troll. They're being funny, but they don't understand. I love my Elvis hair.
Oh, I think it's cute.
Yeah, it's a troll.
All right, guys.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.